Hi, Cancer. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing okay. Um, this is going to be your monthly November reading. It will be from November 1st to, even though we're a couple of days in, and I'll go all the way to the end of the month, so the 30th, okay? So I hope you guys have been doing okay. I'm just really happy that I'm able to get these readings done. I usually do them during times of the day when I'm not working on my other job and taking care of other things. Okay, so I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to do so. All right, so let's see what energies are coming through for you, Cancer, for November. The spirit has given me the idea of a small business. All right, so you may already have a small business. It doesn't have to be small. The spirit just said it. That may be how the spirit observes it to be. You could be working with someone else's business and you deem their business to be small. You may be participating. You could be a supporter. You could be one of the workers, or it's yours. All right, but let's see what's going on. All right, Cancer. So the card that's underneath is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, pretty much what I just explained. If it's a job environment and it's a small business related, then it's your job that you need to be small, or it's a Page of Pentacles that's a younger earth sign. They may run a small business, and anyone younger than you that will be showing up as a page could be a child that runs their own business, literally. If not, then that could be a situation. A child could have their own small business, could be really into entrepreneurship and those kind of things. And it could also be a younger person, like a younger coworker or family member that they're younger than you and they run their own business. They could also be a love partner as well that is younger than you and they run their own business. And you could be, I get introduced an idea. You may want to introduce to them an idea for their business. If this is your energy, someone may want to introduce to you an idea into how you can start your own small business or business if you don't already have one. Or it's the Page of Pentacles energy. You want to introduce to them an idea. You may want to call them, email them, text them, whatever it is that you want to do in terms of that kind of communication. So this is energy surrounding you, something that you want to do, something that you're already involved in, or it's a younger earth sign that you want to insert yourself into something that they're doing, vice versa. And the idea of somebody giving the other an idea for a business or a small business idea, they could be coming towards you with the same thing. All right, so let's see. Your starting point has the sign of Gemini, or it's a partnership. Could be the energy of a partnership between you and a Page of Pentacles. If it's not just partnership energy, then it's the relationship or bond that you have with a Gemini. You can have Gemini in your chart. You don't have to, whatever the situation is with the Gemini energy in the starting point, or just the idea of a partnership. The spirit is telling me something about rekindling. So if it's a Page of Pentacles, you may want to rekindle something with the Page of Pentacles. If it's a Gemini, you may want to, send an email. You may want to send an email to the Gemini energy, but pertains to the earth sign. So when I say that too, it pertains to something that is going on with the younger earth sign energy, and something that's pertaining to them could be small business related. Something that pertains to you, the Gemini and the younger earth sign, they constantly talk. So when I say that they constantly talk, if it's a Gemini and a Page of Pentacles, they may be talking about your business. They could be talking about you, but it's work related. It's relationship related, possibly. It's what's another collaboration information that is coming through amongst you and these two other elements here. So either they're having these conversations separately from you and it's about you, or you're having some type of conversation with the Gemini about the Page of Pentacles and their business. You're having a conversation with the Gemini about the Page of Pentacles energy business, or the Page of Pentacles could be talking to you about the Gemini, however you want to look at it. But it has to do with ideas. One has to do with ideas and incorporation, and Gemini incorporating something, you incorporating something that the Gemini energy is doing on their own, or you're talking to the Gemini into how to incorporate something that the Page of Pentacles energy does on their own. I also get this idea that someone may not know that those kind of conversations are happening. So that's either you don't know that, the Gemini doesn't know that, or the Page of Pentacles energy doesn't know that, okay? But it has something to do with dispersing ideas, and I also get having someone work with. It has something to do with dispersing ideas. It also has something to do with having someone work with you, or having someone work with the Page of Pentacles, having someone working with the Gemini. And that could be you talking to the Gemini into having the Page of Pentacles energy help them with something. The Gemini could be coming to you. Do you know? The Gemini could be coming to you and asking you, do you know the Page of Pentacles, or do you know where I can get this idea from? And you could be telling them vice versa, that it's the Page of Pentacles energy that's coming through. If it's not only a person, then it's just the energy of a job environment and communication between you and a Gemini energy, with everything I just explained just now, okay? The Eight of Pentacles energy is in the waiting position, more Earth sign energy, but her tax information. So when I said that her as in female, her tax information. So it's the Earth sign, the Page of Pentacles, it's their tax, something's going on with their tax information. Their tax information, all of that I just gave just now could be, it could be their small business tax information, Gemini trying to get or retrieve. So when I said small business taxes, the Gemini energy that's involved could be trying to get that does belong to the Page of Pentacles energy. Or that's something I feel like you could be inquiring about with the Gemini pertaining to lost taxes. It's pertaining to lost taxes that does belong to the Earth sign energy. Or you could be communicating with the Gemini energy about your own business taxes or your own job taxes, and they may be explaining to you they could be explaining to you that you may be missing taxes or a percentage of your taxes somewhere along the line. So it could be taxes from this year, taxes from 2019, whatever year. It's an 8 card as well. So it could be 2018 tax, but she's missing 2018 or 2020, 2019. Somebody's missing some type of tax return along those lines. It could be the Gemini, or you need to talk to the Gemini energy about that. If it's you're dealing with this, or something's going on with the page, something's going on with the Page of Pentacles energy, 2018, 2019, 2020 taxes, and you're trying to explain to the Gemini energy that you need the Earth sign energy tax papers and from the previous years, or you need it for this year. It could be theirs that you need, or it's your own that someone is trying to explain to you. A percentage of it is missing from last year. A percentage of it is missing from last year, and the Gemini energy may have information into why it's missing, or who has it, or who made a cut, who made a cut, or who's getting a cut, or who made a cut pertaining to your taxes or Earth sign energy taxes. But that was my percentage. So when I say that too, that was my percentage. You're saying to the Gemini, that was my percentage. They're explaining to you, someone already came in and inquired about a percentage of Earth sign energy taxes. Someone already came in and inquired about the taxes for this business, and this percentage going to this other person, and that percentage going to that other person, and you're trying to explain to them. Someone's going to get crazy too. So when I say that, something may end up getting crazy, because if you're running a business with someone, or if you're just in a regular workplace environment with the Gemini or the Page of Pentacles energy, I get dispersed. So in the Gemini and the Page of Pentacles, they may disperse some type of information. They could either be dispersing that information without you, or they're doing something with taxes that you got cut out of. They may be doing something with taxes that you're realizing that you got cut out of, or somebody could have the Earth sign could have gotten cut out of their own taxes. The Earth sign could have gotten cut out of some percentage of their taxes that they're supposed to receive. They got cut out of that, and that percent went to someone else. That percentage that they lost that was theirs that went to someone else, or something like that is happening with you, and it could be going to the Page of Pentacles, or the Gemini, I feel like, has that information, or they also reap. They also reap, and the percentage that you're looking for may be in their account, or it could have went into their account. It just depends on what's going on. If it's not anything like that necessarily, the Page of Pentacles, like I said, small business and ID. I almost said I wanted to say ideas, but the spirit made me say ID. So something could be going on with your ID, or Page of Pentacles or Gemini energy ID, or somebody may need a copy of your ID. If it's a Gemini, you need theirs. But I get money back. You may need a Gemini energy's copy of their own ID, because it has something to do with you getting money back, or a percentage of lost taxes. You need it back for the Earth sign. You need it back for yourself. And it's job and small business related. That's why the Eight of Pentacles energy is here. You're working hard to retrieve lost information, retrieve a percentage of lost taxes. I mean, I say lost in the sense where one element about it, you may not even have realized that something was missing, especially if you're dealing with 3 years of tax returns. From 2018 to 2020 taxes, and a lot has been happening with the pandemic. So the pandemic is kind of like a diversion for people's tax returns because of unemployment and those kind of things. So people are really getting swindled in that sense in workplaces with taxes and pandemic and unemployment insurance and those kind of things that you may be inquiring about. But missing taxes. You may be missing taxes along those lines. So especially if you once were going into work and then you turn and you work at home, something happened there with the taxes during the pandemic, okay? Or the years prior. Or that's something that happened to the Page of Pentacles or the Gemini. Or the Gemini already has that information, or there's something's going on with them receiving a cut of that, and they may not share that with you. They may not share that with someone else. But I also get law. So when I say that too, something could be going on with law with that. It could be like a law firm that's happening in. It could be law enforcement. Somebody may be thinking they want to get law enforcement involved. That could be your thought, or Gemini or Page of Pentacles. Whatever it is, law enforcement. Or law as in like court visitation. Someone may need to go to court for those kind of things too. The Five of Swords energy is in the present. So Five of Swords would reside with something. It's shady. Something is residing. Five of Swords resides with the Gemini, because something is shady surrounding the Gemini, or something could be shady going on with someone that you're attached to, if it's not only them. And it could be other air signs like Aquarians and Libra. They steal. So when I hit Aquarian, they steal. Or it's a Gemini energy that steals. So if it's not only money, like I said from before, then it's ideas. It could be somebody else's ideas that the Gemini energy uses. I get wean off of. It's ideas that a Gemini energy weans off of. It's information that, however you want to look at information. Information doesn't only have to be tax and money information and documents and financial affair information. Information is also what somebody does, like on social media, work and talent and those kind of things. But yet something is short-handed, like something's going on with short-handedness. What is short-handed again? Short-handed could be how somebody deals with information with you. Usually when people say short-handed, could also be cash related. Like, okay, short-handed is like not having enough money to give someone at a particular time, and that could be your thought with the Gemini, or you could have explained that to the Gemini, or they explained that to you. And shorthandedness doesn't only have to be like, I don't have enough money to give you at this time. I'm a little short-handed. I don't have another 5. I don't have another 10. That could be something that happens to you with someone, or that's how they roll with you, or that's something that you observe that the Gemini energy does with someone else, and it could be metaphoric if it's not literal, where if it's not only short-handed as in missing a percentage of money to give to somebody, it's short-handed meaning information. Someone may be short-handed with the way they communicate with someone. So you could observe that between the Gemini and the Page of Pentacles, or somebody observe that kind of relationship that you have with the Gemini, but don't talk to them anymore. So when I say that too, you may not talk to them anymore, or the younger earth sign energy does not, because of that exact situation. Someone is short-handed with the way they deal with a friendship, with the way they deal with another coworker. But the short-handedness, they steal. The short-handedness implies that someone does steal something from somebody. You know, do you take something from someone? Short-handedness could be like trying to keep a conversation short because you don't want the conversation to go questioning. You don't want the conversation to go into some type of questioning about tax information and IDs and percentage missing of pay and all that. Or the Gemini does that with you, or you do that with the Gemini in a workplace environment. So if they're receiving something that does belong to you, you may want to confront them, and you may not know how to confront them. That's one. That's either a Gemini, that's the Aquarian, that's a Libra. They all steal. So when I say that all the air sign elements steal to some proximity, they steal something. So it's ideas, or it's like something going on with IDs, or it's pay, or it's short-handedness. However you want to look at stealing. Stealing could be like given their movement with you is I don't have enough. Their movement with you is kind of like I don't have enough to give you right now. So what I'm gonna do is they could be a boss, they could be a supervisor. They're trying to tell you that they're not gonna pay you the next month, next year, but they already have it, or whatever it is. So like I said, if you run your own small business and you have somebody that just happens to be an air sign, they come and they want to purchase something from you and they don't have it. Or they're trying to tell you, okay, you're trying to bargain with them. They're trying to bargain with you. I'll give you this, you give me that, and then you just pay later, whatever it is. That could be something that happens with you constantly with the air sign, or with the Gemini, or with the Aquarian, or what's happening with taxes and taxes and pay is what the air sign element it does to someone else. That's what the air sign does to someone else all the time, but they may use their things, something like that. So somebody missing some type of percentage of a tax return, if it's you, then question air sign. You may want to question the air sign. Or they move that way with you in a business that they have themselves. Short-handedness. I can't give you all this information at once because I'm stealing. I can't give you all this information at once because I'm stealing something from you that you gave me. I don't know. This is just an example, whatever it is. Or I'm taking something from you, so I don't even want to have a conversation with you because I'm taking something from you. Or that's what they're voicing to you, or you're using your intuition that they move like that way with someone else because they're taking something from that person. So it's a Gemini, an Aquarian, or a Libra. So if someone is really small, if someone is really like you're in a conversation with someone and they're like cutting the conversation short, or something maybe mundane about the conversation or the topic that someone could be talking to you about, and you're starting to realize that they may have your information, or they may use your information for their business. That's why the Five of Swords energy is in the present. Or they use your information or someone else's for their own benefit, and they may be using their intuition about you, and you're trying to save or get something back for someone else that you realize that the air sign element took. Whatever it is. It's a lot of information. The Ten of Cups energy is in the future right there. And the instincts there you go. There's your air sign male. I felt like it was a man. So there's the air sign element. That's a man. So it's a King of Swords would be an Aquarian, Libra, Gemini energy. That's a dude. Right? That's a dude. But they steal. The spirit keeps telling me that they're stealing something all the time. They're stealing something from you, or they're stealing something from someone you used to like. They're stealing something from someone that you used to like. You may not like that person anymore. It could be the Page of Pentacles energy that you used to like, and you used to like, it could be a family member that you're saying you used to like. Used to like could also be, it could be a workplace. You could be realizing Page of Pentacles could just be a work environment that you're saying that you used to like that work environment. And you're realizing that the King of Swords energy that does work there, they work there now. They're taking something from someone that is in that work environment, and you either left that work environment or you stayed, or you just know that that's happening with someone else with them again, because something may have once happened with you something may have once happened like that with your information with them once before, and they're still in that work environment. You could have left, or you took leave, or you took a break, and someone else could have joined the workplace, and they're falling right back into a lion's den with the King of Swords energy. So that could be used for a workplace environment, or that's a regular friend group, that's a relationship you're observing, shorthandedness in relationships and communications because people are using people's information and ideas. Whatever it is, you're realizing that that kind of communication is happening. So the Eight of Pentacles is like save your sign. The Eight of Pentacles is like save yourself. Save yourself in this partnership that you have. I get some is inadvertent too. Some is happening inadvertently as well too. Inadvertently is like what do you call it? Inadvertently is kind of like doing something. It's like doing something, but it's like I just had the word in my head. Doing something, but not what do you call it? Doing something like accidentally. Like doing something inadvertently would be like if somebody did something to you that you deem to be wrong, they didn't mean to do it. That's one scenario. And that's the difference between advertently and inadvertently doing something to somebody. You know what I mean? It's inadvertent. So they're doing something to you that is wrong, but they may not realize that it's wrong, but it's an accident that they didn't mean for that accident to happen. So that's your observance between the King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, or that's your observance, that's your own dealing with the King of Swords energy. They could have done something shorthanded you, stolen something, but somebody could have put something in their account without their knowing. It could be favoritism that they experience from people with someone else's ideas that something may be inadvertent about that. Or it's money that somebody's given them that a percentage of it is yours, but it's inadvertently, it's happening inadvertently. So somebody is doing it, somebody's putting it into their account. Someone is giving them the favoritism. Somebody's paying attention to them, but it's because of, it's not even really your fault. That it's not their, I mean, it's not their fault that it's happening, is what I'm trying to say, okay? So that could be your observance, but between them and you, that's your observance between them and the earth sign, or you just know that that's happening between the earth sign energy and them, something like that. The Five of Wands energy, and the someone, like I said, the someone that you used to like, that could be resonating with the thought you have between you and them. You may have used to like them, but you're finding out something about them. That's why the Five of Swords is in the present. Or just the way they move as a person. And all that I just explained is the way they move as a person. Whether it's inadvertent or not. Five of Wands energy is in the accomplishment. And so Five of Wands is right next to the Gemini. You may be thinking that you're going to end up arguing or having some type of disagreement with the Gemini that's there. But the Gemini energy, the lover's energy there could also bring in the energy of a Gemini energy that's a female. Or it's just a Gemini male, Aquarian male, Libra male that's there. So it could be any air sign element that's a male. But the Five of Wands next to the Gemini, where's my money? Five of Wands next to the Gemini, where's my money? You may just want money back from someone if they didn't necessarily... It could be... What's another scenario? If it's a small business... All right, I'll give an example. I'll give a small business example. If they, for example, I'll just give this example. Say the King of Swords energy makes food or candles or some type of store-bought thing, and there's an impediment with the merchandise, mainly. So you're buying it from them, but they may not have known that something was wrong. They may have not observed an impediment. So what's happening within themselves or with a product that they're trying to sell to you? They may not have noticed that something was wrong there. So what's happening is that, and it could be if they're not in control, if they're just like a clerk and they're not like a boss, and if they're just a clerk, I mean, if they're just like a floor person and they're not like a register person, like someone that works at the register or whatever, then you could be trying, that's why I said inadvertent and whatever, you could be trying to go through the person that is responsible for dealing the money at the register. You know what I mean? And you're complaining to the person at the register or the manager of the store that your store person, your team member, they gave me something that is stale. They gave me something that is wrong. They gave me whatever it is, broken. They gave me something that is broken. As simple as that. It could be just going in the store and something like that is happening, you know, like a complaint about them. That's one. And then there's a tax related. The heavier issue is a tax related situation with them, where you're going to a boss and you could be finding out, why is a percentage of my pay or my taxes, why is it going into their account? Because it may have something to do with favoritism and lightness and darkness and skin tone and ethnicity and race is related with that. So that's something that's happening to you like that directly with them, or that's what you observe that's happening with them with the earth sign. And somebody using somebody's things and they're not getting in trouble for it because of their lightness of skin or their status, whatever it is in life, their position. It may not even have necessarily to do with race and skin tone and looks. It could just be their status over someone else. So somebody's status over someone else, someone's status over someone else, like for example their status over the earth sign. They could take something that's created that the earth sign energy has, but because the society observes them to be in a higher status than the earth sign, vice versa, then someone can easily get away with that. Someone can easily, that's why I said it's inadvertent. They're doing something, but their societal status kind of gives them some type of protection. So that's you, that's them, that's the earth sign, or something that they do to the earth sign, whatever it is. There's a lot going on there. So that's how they deal with you. Something's going on, status between you and them. And status, socioeconomic status. And I learned that socioeconomic status, it's not a race or color or ethnic distinction that needs to be observed about someone's socioeconomic status. It could be a white person that has a lower socioeconomic status than a black person in the workplace. And sometimes socioeconomic status it has a lot to do with accessibility and pay. Somebody could be making, I had a professor that said, it could be, what's another situation? Someone like a drug dealer could be on a higher socioeconomic status than a lawyer or a politician. Clear as day example. So that's something you observe that's external, that you're seeing that's happening between King of Swords and Page of Pentacles or whoever. That's something that is going on directly between you and them. Or like I said, someone used to like them, used to like Page of Pentacles. You realize their relationship between them, what's happening with their things versus their things, their ideas, their taxes, their whatever it is that's going on, or just pay, whatever. The Chariot energy is there. That's your energy in the spiritual self, right next to the Eight of Pentacles. And the Chariot next to the Eight of Pentacles would be, you may be trying to figure out if you want to travel, or you may want to leave a workplace. Like I said, you staying somewhere, or you realizing something and deciding whether you want to stay somewhere or not. Five of Swords could be you embodying Five of Swords, and you want to storm out of a situation with someone. Five of Swords with the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles, you're trying to decide if you want to stay in a workplace or you want to operate a small business with someone. Or that could be somebody's thought that they're sharing with you. There's something that happened with them, and they're telling you what their interaction with boss. They're telling you an interaction with their own boss or supervisor, that this is how he's moving with me. You're telling someone this is how he's moving with me. Or you're on the outside looking in, this is how he's moving with her or him. If it's a Page of Pentacles energy that's there. The mentality has the King of Cups energy is in the mentality. So that could be you. That could also be another water sign energy that's a male. But gets along with. You may get along with another Cancerian male, another Pisces male, another Scorpio element that's a male. Or you're thinking about both of them, they help each other. You're thinking that King of Cups helps King of Swords, vice versa. They may help each other. And helping each other may have nothing to do with you. Helping each other may not necessarily, but it may have something to do with the earth sign. It may have something to do with the earth sign. In terms of those two elements helping each other, information and documents and IDs and favoritism, whether it's racially or ethnically provoked favoritism that is going on between those two elements and the earth sign and you in a workplace. and where's my money? Or I want my money back. There's an impediment with this situation. I want this and that, whatever it is that is going on, with the King of Cups. And that's you. That could just be you and your mentality with them, and you don't want to deal with them anymore. Or you may get along with them. Another element, you may get along with them, but you may not like them. You may get along with them, but you really don't like them. Vice versa. They get along with you, they really don't like you. Whatever it is, or whatever that's going on. And all the status and those kind of things from before, and what someone is able to do over you, all of that may resonate with you and them. Or the reason into why something's going on with taxes and things odd that's going on with tax returns is because what they do, shady, something may be shadily done, but you may not necessarily be speaking up on something being shadily done. That's pertaining to you or it's pertaining to somebody else, whatever it is. What's changing is the Three of Cups energy is in a changing position. So it's gossip. It's changing. You may not need to talk about something or complain or talk to family about anything, because you may have resolved. You may be getting to the point where you may be getting to the point where you are resolving something. You realize that something may be resolvable. Something may get resolved. So you may not need to gossip. Gossiping kind of makes things worse. Gossiping with another King of Cups, that could be another coworker, may make something worse. So it's changing. So it was once your thought. You may not need to do that, or it may not be necessary to do so. If that's the case. You know what I mean? This gossip is changing. Maybe people in the workplace aren't talking about something anymore. But I get lazy. So I'm looking at the King of Swords energy. Something is lazy. Someone is lazy about them. Or another King of Cups. It's resonating. It's going. Three of Cups goes along with I don't know if somebody was necessarily calling you that. Or it's King of Swords. Someone is maybe lazy about them. Something about their work or how they move, how they operate. Someone's lazily. They have a lazy entity attached to them. And that could be something that you are either out of spite. That could be something that you're talking with other water sign energies or just other entities around here. It could be another Cancerian man, woman, or Gemini man, woman, Libra, whatever. But it's the air sign male. You deem them to be lazy. But it's like the out of spite is you finding out what they have been doing to someone or someone else. And your way of protecting that other person or yourself, because you realize what's happening, is to call them out of their name. But there's a problem with that where you may not, or someone, I don't know if somebody's doing that to you in that sense. That could be a situation. They could be doing that to you. But it's like the Three of Cups is like changing your mind. So if you didn't do that already, you may want to change your mind. They're protected. You may want to change your mind because you're starting to realize that they may be protected by someone else or a higher up or something. Or they just have protection from their own family. Or they're protected by other family members if it's a family environment that's happening in. Whatever it is, you may want to change your mind about that. The idea of the protection is that whatever they do that it may be morally off, like something that they do that may just be wrong, that's obvious that it's wrong that they do, then it's like they're liked. So it's like whatever that is that they do that you deem to be morally wrong is nobody's really seeing it. Whatever it is, nobody's really seeing it or talking about it. And the strange, when I said nobody's seeing it or really talking about it, you may deem that to be strange. So I'll give you a perfect example. This is like seeing someone that has a really bad character. It's clear as day. It's, people aren't blind here. It's like observing somebody's character is something's off, or it could be mentally, something is not right about somebody's character. So what's happening with it is that it's like they may not be a good person, but they have it's almost like, it's giving me kind of like a Harry Potter, like an invisibility cloak is like thrown over them. And nobody really sees the craziness that is underneath. Nobody's really seeing that for some strange reason. And the protection could be mystical protection from birth or something that somebody has gone on with them, in terms of they could do whatever they want and whatever. And it's like nobody's paying attention to that. But it's like a good person like yourself or another whoever could be the Page of Pentacles, another good person. You know, they're visibly good people. They may not, some of them may be going on with treatment that's really interesting that you observe with them, and it may not make sense, like if the rational mind, the logical mind of certain entities here may not really realize that. I don't know, sometimes, or they don't realize that about you. Like, you may be the one that is in need of help, you know, and you're trying to explain to someone, you're trying to explain to a boss or a supervisor, for example, that there's another coworker in here that something isn't right with them, but the boss favors them over you, vice versa, whatever. I don't know, something like that, and somebody isn't paying attention. I don't know. The Nine of Swords, or that could be happening in a house environment, workplace environment, business deal environment, family environment. Nine of Swords energy is in the resolution going towards the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Swords can't sleep. The Nine of Swords is like not being able to sleep, you know? Telling someone that he took my this, that, and the third. He has my taxes. He has my information. He's using this, that, and the third that belongs to someone else. And someone isn't, or they just have a weird character. It's annoying. So when I said somebody has a weird character, and you deem the character to some aspect of the character to be annoying. Whatever, it's Nine of Swords is the air sign. It's the air sign. You know, someone's annoying about somebody's character, and someone's maybe driving you crazy, but want to get rid of. So when I said too, you may want to get rid of someone. You can't take something anymore. Someone else that they deal with, they can't take it. So it could be the Page of Pentacles, or you, somebody, or a King of Cups, but banding together. So when I ran through that, when you, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, there's a banding together kind of view that you're trying to formulate here. You know, whatever it is, it's like trying to overthrow. It's like trying to overthrow someone people deem to be really toxic, or trying to just get rid of them and get rid of them like Ten of Swords. Let me stop. Let me not say that. Get rid of them as in vote them out. Get rid of them as in, what's another situation? Get rid of them as in do something mystically so they could take a random vacation. So they will be out of somewhere, if that's another situation. Do something like that. And something there may have worked. Something there may have worked. Ten of Cups, that could be happening to you in a family environment with somebody. Work environment. Workplace may be like a family environment to you. Right? With water sign, another water sign male. But gets treated interestingly. So another water sign male gets treated really interestingly. You get treated really interestingly in an environment, and you can't take it anymore. Or that's happening to somebody else and they can't take it, or they're expressing to you that they can't take it anymore. So they're taking action. There's more than one people or a group of people that they're taking action here. Can't take something anymore. It's driving somebody up a wall. All right, let's do an outcome with the Eternal Tarot. That's what it looks like. All right. All right, Revelation. Oopsie. The Revelation is underneath. I typically don't read the cards that are on that side. I just do the ones that are underneath on this side. Solitude. So Solitude would be like a major arcana in this deck. Solitude kind of gives me the idea of like hermit a little bit, right? Kind of gives me the idea of hermit energy. Would be like Virgo energy a little bit. You could have a Virgo around you, not necessarily, but it's hermit or solitude, is plain as it is. And the Nine of Swords kind of goes with the solitude, you know? But thinking of a master plan is coming to mind, like the song, you know, thinking of a master plan. Like that may be, it's a Nine of Swords with that song or that saying. Thinking of a master plan. And the thinking of a master plan would be how to get rid of somebody. So, and the getting rid of someone is a number of different scenarios. Getting them to move out of a home. Getting them to go somewhere temporarily so that people or you can get a break. That's another situation. Getting them out of the way is like, Getting them out of the way is also like mystically doing it, or trying to figure out a way to do some, trying to learn something mystically to get someone out of the way like that. If it's a like a supervisor or whatever, something like that. Just getting them out. I'm not saying extreme, but just getting them out, like permanently, so they won't come back, or like just getting somebody out of the scene. You know how to get somebody out of the scene permanently, temporarily. Temporarily, maybe just someone may try to figure out a way to just get someone to just leave permanently. Permanently could just be like leaving the state. Permanently, like they could be like out of nowhere. Someone could be getting threatened to the point where they're realizing that their character can be. They're realizing that people can no longer take their character or their personality any longer. So they're making plans to completely leave a situation, leave a country, leave a state, leave a town, leave a province, leave a workplace, whatever it may be. Someone may be working there. Master plan, you may have already executed with other people or yourself, whatever it is. All right. And the solitude resonates with that. Nine of Swords and solitude resonates with that idea. So Three of Cups in a changing position, that something, you don't need to gossip about something anymore or reveal a plan that you do have. You know, you don't need to do that anymore, or you shouldn't do it at all and just execute whatever it is. All right, Cancer. That's your reading. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to find me. Be well. Take care. Bye.